you don't look at other people's dicks in the urinals. That's not cool. Doesn't matter if you're gay or not. You don't do that.
I remember when our college professor fucking came. He
What? He came?
No, we were. Do you remember that there was some toilets down the hall? There was four urinals, dude, and I'm at the furthest left one. He comes into the toilet, and I'm not even fucking kidding. He fucking stands next to me. There's two other free urinals, and he stands next to me. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, I'm not like weird about it. I mean, but I'm just like, there's another two free urinals. Why aren't you going to those?
And the weird fact about he's fucking tall.
No, this was who did it. Yes. Oh. And it's fucking weird, dude.
He's weird though. I'm pretty sure he had like some form of autism.
It's
like a low level.
Like a professional diagnosis.
Yeah, I mean, come on, the things he said to us and the things he did, it was really weird.
Yeah, it was. Oh, and I remember also, it's another weird college story. I had two super weird toilet moments when I was there. The first one, the toilet's upstairs on our floor. I came into the toilet and there was a guy over the sink eating sun-dried tomatoes out of the can over the sink with his hand, and he's like, there's like tomato sauce all over his hands and in the sink, and he's like just eating the tomatoes over it. It was fucking ill. That was so weird. And the second one, I come into the toilet, I look to my left, and the dude pissing at the urinal, a totally normal human being, okay?
Yeah.
Like, nothing wrong with him. A normal human being, okay?
Yes. So in the right state of mind, nothing is like...
just like a...
He's not banging his head against the wall.
He could be your friend,
drooling.
and you would never know that.
Yes.
This fucking guy was peeing at the urinal with his trousers down to his ankles.
Oh no, I hate when people do that.
Like, I could see his bare ass and all of his back of his pasty white thighs, and I
You should have slapped it.
Yeah. Hey, you're making me feel uncomfortable, and I'm gonna make you feel uncomfortable.
Just like slap his ass and you're doing good work, buddy.
And I'm like, surely you've used a public urinal before and looked around you and thought, oh yeah, nobody else does that, so maybe I shouldn't do that.
That's a weird thing. I don't know. Like, I don't think I've ever seen. I've seen obviously someone who had this do that, but that's kind of different because obviously it's different for them.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm not saying it as an excuse, but it's different for them. Obviously, they have a different perspective on the world.
Yeah,
they live in their own world sometimes. But it's like, what was it? There was this grown man with his trousers down. I was like, what the He was well above 30 as well, right? This old man, like, not old man, 30, with like khaki pants on, like white polo shirts, like your typical like middle class British man.
Yeah.
He comes in, he takes off his belt, and like all I hear is just the fucking belts hit the floor. I'm like, oh no.
Or like in the middle of the store.
No, in like the urinals. And I'm like, oh no, you did no.
Do you think it's like a dominance move?
It's definitely not a dominance move. It's more about what the fuck are you doing?
They're
dude?
like, yeah, look, I'm the alpha male in this situation.
That's not an alpha male. That's not even a beta male. That's like a that's like the
zeta male.
Not even that male. The worst part is the urinals are like the opposite of what do you call it? The sinks and the mirrors, right?
Yeah.
So I went to wash my hand and like the soap dispenser is right next to the mirrors up to press it, and all I see is pale fucking ass, and I'm like, oh why?
In the town centre where I live, the fucking doors, they've got huge gaps where between like on the hinge side and the lock side.
Oh yes.
And I was sat at the toilet like having a shit, and I looked up and I made eye contact with somebody through the gap.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, and in.
I think I just beat myself a little.
I made eye contact with some random, and also there was another. I can probably post this picture. Actually, I have it somewhere. If I remember to do so. I'm a 6'3" dude, so pretty tall.
Yes. Lanky boy.
In Windsor, there's this kind of green area called Bachelor's Acre, and it's got a public toilet there, right?
Yeah.
Went into the toilet. and because I needed to poo, not wee. And I'm looking at the stalls, and after I throw the picture up now, I guess. The fucking doors were.
Yeah.
So imagine you've got like the full length of the
Cubicle.
right? The
Yeah.
door maybe took up the middle third of it.
Oh,
So
God.
anybody sat down, you could totally see their like legs
Top
on the
head.
floor. And
yeah.
because the room was so small, even stood at the urinal, you could turn around and at least see them from the chest up, sat there. It's fucking just weird. Like, who the fuck designed that?
That's the thing. Like my workplace, the cubicles are really narrow. Even sometimes I feel, I wouldn't say I'm stuck, but like even I feel like uncomfortably big in those urinals.
Yeah.
Like we have this coworker who is massive, right? He's about, oh, fuck's sake. So I'm not a big guy, but like a four of me. He's like,
Or just like a fat dude.
it's really fat, right? And like every time he goes to the toilet, I just run, right? The thing is, he comes in, he comes into the toilet because he comes in, he rams this door open, sits, like slams the door open in the cubicle, slams it back up. You can hear his stomach like against the door, like just like him turning around.
Yeah.
And like you hear like it slam down, and just all you hear is just this fucking volcano erupting. And I'm just like, out, abort mission, out, get out now. And it's like you go in there afterwards, and it's like fucking mustard gas.
Mustard gas. You're like, the
Like,
chlorine.
he fucking carpet bombed the porcelain city for sure.
Oh my lord. We don't.
And it's, I mean, I have pictures of people shitting on the wall at my workplace.
I can beat that, don't worry.
You need to be there, fuck's sake.
It's difficult. It's fine. Like I said, in the first episode, I'm gonna try and not. We'll keep things natural.
Yeah, that's the thing. That was only just the first letter. Anyway, so people shit on the wall. Like we had this. I don't know what. My manager called me over and said, "Oh, we need to do something unpleasant." I'm like, "Oh no, what is it?" And he starts walking towards the toilet, and I said, "I mean,
no,
like a promotion,
no,
but not this way." And and then we just go into the toilet, and he just like, I could smell it from like.
Oh my god!
You need to go through like 2 doors to get there. What is it? What's going on?
Have you seen the fucking the gif of some lady asked the people in Starbucks if she could use the toilet, and they refused? I think this is what happened.
Oh, and then she picks up her poo.
She drops trowel, takes a shit, and then throws it at the employee.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen the whole video. It's weird.
How angry do you have to be to like launch your own feces at somebody?
That's like, we're literally like, we're not evolving, we are revolving.
It's just so
like
fun.
We can be more like, it's what monkeys do, fucking throw feces at each other. That's
I didn't watch the gif because I was scared to gag, but
I'm not really that like, but the thing is, okay, so my manager and I head to the toilets, and like before you go into the toilet, we have a fire door, and then that leads into like a corridor, and then that leads into the toilets, right?
Yeah.
And like through the 2 fire doors, I could smell it. It was stinking. And then we go into the toilet. He's just like, he starts gagging. I was like, it's gonna be bad. And we got in there. The door is broken. Some guy shit on the, like, he must have pulled down his trousers, bent forward, and it was like a shotgun pattern, right?
Oh my god! What?
And it was black. I still have the picture. I'll send it to you. Wait. And
put it on the Discord. Put it in the shitpost. The literal.
We going around the full circle. But yeah, and it was so gross. It was honestly so gross, and I don't get how people do this. How, honestly, what is wrong with you?
I wouldn't have been able to stand there and take a picture. I would have been retching. We had a little girl at work who pissed on the floor, and I was gagging, and that's only like pee.
I mean, oh no, it might be a different picture. That's not as bad as the other one, but this is also at my workplace. Once again, shitpost. Literally shitpost. Like, just look at that. That is a disgrace.
Oh my god!
Exactly. You can tell this person was not aiming right.
What the fuck?
And he smeared it. That's the worst. He smeared it.
He tried to wipe it up.
I don't think he tried to wipe it. I think he might have sat on that.
That's awful.
Like, how do you
Why
get
is
it
it like
on the
that?
back of the seat, on the floor, on the back wall, and literally everywhere in the toilet?
Do you know what I think happened?
What?
I think it's so weird. Because look, it's not even on the front of the toilet. I think what happened is that he was probably like super desperate with like explosive diarrhea, busted open the toilet, closed it, right, dropped trouser, and then he must have like squirted it backwards against the toilet, and then the rest just like dropped down to the floor. I don't understand how it's not all over the seat. He clearly tried to wipe it.
I think it.
That's killing me, dude.
I think I have an idea of what happened.
Oh.
Right? I think this person. Don't die. I think this person was trying to be like an arsehole and shit on the floor.
I just think that's
Just
the wipe.
Hear me out. Just hear me out on this, right? I think what happened is he was like he was like squatting but facing like towards the wall.
Yes.
Shitting on the floor, right? And I think his shoes must have slipped. And he shit on the toilet seat, and then his hand like lid on it.
But he was obviously nice enough to at least try to wipe it up.
I think he might have just accidentally done that. But the thing is, there is more shit on the floor than inside the toilet, which is impressive.
I don't understand. Why is it to the left? Why is it not in the middle of the toilet?
I don't get it. That's what I don't understand. It looks like he was trying to take a shit from sideways.
But it is like shotguns.
I told you, yeah, it's like a splatter. Like, it's weird. You can see like the little. Not gonna say that.
Oh.
But yeah, it's proper like black, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like wrong. Oh my god.
Something was definitely wrong. I mean, we had like this elderly customer like crap themselves at work, which was really embarrassing because it was really
It's
smart.
all over the like. He managed to get it on the little thing, the toilet brush.
What?
Look at I'm zoomed in on the picture. I'm out of gags now. And it's on the like the right hand wall at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
That's quite impressive.
That's
That's quite the splat. All right.
I will supply the internet with some good shit.
We've been recording for an hour and 18 minutes.
Oh fucking hell, that's long.
Yeah.
We can cut out the crappy part, I think.
No, I like the end of it. Maybe that will just become the podcast. Who knows? I'll see what I can do with it. All right. I guess that's the end of episode.
Yeah, I assume
then.
this is like a goodbye until the next episode. We will try next week once again. I think we got a bit off track with it. Not really off track, but we are not really... Because we haven't done one last week, have we?
No. I think the idea that we had is to put them out every Wednesday as a kind of a midweek thing. See them out in Hungarian.
What? Perry?
No. Say goodbye to Hungarian. In Hungarian.
Vislat.
What does that mean?
That means goodbye.
Say it again.
Vislat.
Vislat.
You sound Russian.
Vislat.
Or the more informal one, Sziasztok.
Sziasztok.
That's close enough, I would say.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Z's in there.
All right. I guess that's it.